When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
it's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Second and 10. He'll throw again. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
it has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. A little release to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A long way to go on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Lagway. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Stone. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air, it's Lagway. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cougars want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Steps away. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bennett.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cougars are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Marshall.
Oh, better look out!
Just another week of football.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Houston going up tempo. Gonna look downfield again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And you lace it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. They get to him as he throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Houston wants to play fast. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Using his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustment.
Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Martin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab near the marker, it's Ferguson. Touchdown, Houston! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense...
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could add.